We got head coach Dani Busboom Kelly, Andi Jackson, Harper Murray. Coach, your thoughts on the match, and then we'll take questions.
Yeah, just first of all, what a amazing event for the AVCA. You know, that intro was pretty unbelievable, and just to start off college volleyball and for them to set the stage and set the tone that this sport is big time was awesome. And then to have that in Lincoln where the stands are full and the people are into it, it was just an amazing way to start off the season. And I thought, you know, it was a great match and, you know, one that we learned a lot, and I feel like Pitt's a team that you can never count out, and they make great adjustments, and I'm just happy we got challenged and we saw different people step up in big moments. So great win for our team, and a good fight by Pittsburgh.
Harper, you guys have talked in the past a little bit about playing championship level volleyball throughout the season, and Andi, you too. I mean, how much did that feel like a championship level performance for you guys, especially that second set?
Yeah, I think I think what brought us back in that first set was playing Nebraska volleyball. We lost it a little bit at the beginning and in the middle, but I think we play our best when we're having fun and we're playing to our standards. So coming back in the first set and getting those last 5 points, I think that's really what took us into the next few sets and set our tone for the remainder of the game. But when we play Nebraska volleyball, that's when we're at the top. So we just have to find a way to maintain that throughout the whole match.
Andi, how big a spark did Taylor give you late in that first set? What were we seeing from her out there?
A huge one. I mean, she created a ton of momentum for our team, and I know we were so proud of her. She really stepped up, especially as a senior. It was really cool to see her, you know, use that opportunity that she was given, and so we're all really proud of her. And it was a huge, like I said, momentum creator for our team, and I think after she got those few kills, few blocks, like, we were ready to go from there. Like, there was no stopping us.
You guys have obviously gone through a lot of change this offseason since the end of last year. I guess how much does getting a win in this first match just sort of relax everyone and settle everyone into this season?
It's really exciting, but I think our team did a really good job of not putting too much pressure on ourselves. Like Dani said today, we were going to smell the roses, you know, enjoy it for what it is and not worry about what the outside noise was saying. And I think we did a really good job of that. And so I wouldn't necessarily say there was pressure taken off, because I don't think there was any in the first place. We know who we are and we know what we have to offer. So from here on out, I think just continuing to play Nebraska volleyball, and it's really awesome to get a win first game of the season. Dani's first win. So it's super exciting.
How did you handle their Pitt servers at different points during the match?
Yeah, we did a nice job. You know, we didn't give up too many runs. I think just 2, you know, 3-point runs or 2 or 3, and that's huge. And against a great serving team like Pitt, and our passers were really flexible, and we made adjustments that we needed to do. So I just thought the passers did a really good job of not making the same mistake twice.
How weird was that first set? Pitt didn't have a kill until it was 10-10, I think. I mean, was that just, were you forcing the issue too much, or you had to wait to get into your rhythm?
I just felt like we were a little amped and, forcing a few things that we maybe didn't need to. But on the flip side, you know, that's what we're encouraging the team to do. It's early. We want to take risks and, you know, continue to learn, you know, what we can do. And the only way you're going to learn is if you do it. So it wasn't anything I was disappointed in. It was like we needed to settle down and just minimize the errors.
You're blessed to be able to play at the Dani Center in front of sellout crowds time and time again. You've been in the Final Four. What was that like to?
I think at one point during the game, I literally said to Andi, like, it feels like we're playing in a national championship. And I feel like we owe that to our fans. They show out every single game, and that was exactly what we expected. But I think our fans really push us to win, and having their energy and their presence here and at Bob, it truly helps us, and I think it gives us a lot of momentum. But we're just grateful that AVCA put this on and brought it to Lincoln, because I feel like Lincoln's such a special place, and it's a special place for volleyball and women's sports. So it's been really fun, and like Andi said, like, we just soaked it all in and took advantage of it.
You mentioned that it was like a national championship feel out there, and Taraya was making her debut. Just how do you think she played with him?
I'm so proud of her. I feel like she has so much to offer to our team, and I can't wait to see what she does in the next 4 years here, because she has so much potential and so much talent already. So it's just been really cool and fun to see her grow as a person and a player the past few months. So I'm just really proud of her, and it just makes me happy seeing her grow, because she doesn't play like a freshman at all. Like, she has so much confidence and so much, like, she's a beast. So it's really fun to play next to her, and I trust her a lot, and I'm just super proud of her, and I can't wait to see what she does this year.
Hey, Harper,
if you can go back to the end of the first set when you guys walked Babcock a couple of times, does that do a little something extra for the momentum on your side of the net when you block her, not you particularly?
Specifically Olivia?
Yeah, and also how well do you know her? It looks like the two of you traded some words across the net.
No, she's one of my best friends. So our moms are good friends. I've traveled with Olivia before, gone on trips. We hang out when I go to California. So she's one of my best friends. We were just on the phone earlier today. I was hanging out with her mom without her. But she's the best person I've ever met. She's so humble. She doesn't realize how good she is, and I truly don't understand. Like, I looked up at the scoreboard and I was like, there's no way she has 20 kills. So she really does a lot for that team, and I think that's why blocking her and stopping her does so much for us and gives us so much momentum, because she's their point scorer. So if we can stop her, we have the game under control. But I'm happy I got to see her, and I thought she played great.
Feel to end the match on a triple block on her at the end there.
It was great. You know, we trained blocking a lot, so it was really nice to see it all come into fruition and then end the game with it.
How do you feel your liberos played today?
They were both fantastic, and Lainey did a great job. Serve receive. I thought Pitt targeted her a little bit, which her first game in the libero jersey, and she handled that really well. And then Olivia made great adjustments throughout the match, and you just saw her get more and more comfortable as the match went on, of taking balls that maybe an off blocker would you typically take. So they both were excellent.
So much was made this offseason about your debut and you coming back to Nebraska. Can you sum up what tonight was like for you?
Well, it's pretty magical. I said earlier this week, the fact that I got to do one thing that hasn't been done before was cool. It was playing in Pinnacle Bank Arena, and then coming away with the win against an old rival of mine. It couldn't have, I guess, it couldn't have ended, or it couldn't have lined up so perfectly.
Danny, having played your career in the Coliseum, what can you compare?
Yes, it was really cool.
Can you just maybe compare the environment that you felt tonight in the way, compared to the way that it was when you?
Well, the Coliseum has to go down as one of the best volleyball venues ever. Just the size of it, the way the crowd was on top of you. I mean, that was deafening sound when you were in the Coliseum. You literally couldn't hear anything around you when you were on the court. Now, you still have the fans and you have all the lights and the hoopla. We had a little, scoreboard for a video, and it was like a combine mowing down corn. That was what we went with back in the day. But, just to see Husker fans continue to elevate the sport of volleyball and go from the Coliseum, where they have to be the noise, but then on the flip side come here where they embrace the technology and get into it, make it even more special and unique for our sport. Just, again, says a lot about our fans. These are some of the same fans that went to the Coliseum for 20 years, and they're here and loving everything new about the sport too.
You told your team to stop and smell the roses. Did you?
Yeah, of course. I always do. I was waiting for the shower at the end of the game, celebrating everything, but I'm kidding.
Just wait.
Yeah, now you're gonna get it on Sunday.
Yesterday we got to speak to Rebecca and Bergen. They talked about being named captain. What are your thoughts about being named captain?
Yeah, I'm super grateful. It's definitely a super special thing on our team, but I think what makes our team so special this year is we're very much player-led, and so we talked about it with the coaches. Obviously, we named 3 captains, but that doesn't take away from the team at all. We really want it to be an open, collaborative space, and so, I'm super grateful and humble to be in that position, but I think at the same time, I still want it to be open and open for collaboration and hearing what everyone has to say, because we do have so many leaders on this team and so many big roles that I don't want that to be taken away from. So grateful, but also we have a ton of leaders on this team, so.
Ever a few more?
Harper, how 23-23 in that fourth set too, how bad did you want the ball for Bergen?
Yeah, I feel like the end of games is where I play my best. So I think in the fourth set I kind of went down a little bit, and that's something that I need to work on. But I think at the end of games is where I can be there for my team the most. So I feel like that's kind of been a trend for me the past few years. So that's just something I want to continue to do for my team and continue to show out when they need me most.
Danny, there's a lot Obviously really good teams here this weekend, and obviously you guys play Sunday. How much will you kind of be paying attention to the rest of what some of these teams can do, and what can you learn from them being in town as well?
Oh yeah, well we'll watch this game, and you get to see these teams for the first time. There's a lot of new freshmen across the country that were top recruits, so I'm really curious to see how they perform on the big stage, and especially in this event. But not only just Stanford, who we're going to play, but it's pretty awesome to be able to watch 4 other teams, and 2 of them for sure we'll see a lot. So it'll be great to just get a head start of seeing them live. You can learn a lot more live than you can on film, so we'll be taking advantage of that. I also want to point out it's pretty cool that Vandy's here, and along with the first serve of college volleyball, the first game for Vandy. So
We love you, Vandy.
What have the last few days been like for you with the Adidas signing, seeing your mural up around Lincoln?
It's been so cool. I'm really grateful that was something that I was able to work out and get the opportunity to do, because I've worn Adidas even in club and at Nebraska, so it's just fun to be a part of a brand that continues to want to grow the sport of volleyball, and I feel like I can help them do that. So it's been really fun to do all the events I've had this week. Been a little stressful, but I'm just really grateful for the opportunity, because I want to help grow the sport, and Adidas is going to help me do that. So I love all the people that have worked there and been working with me, so it's just a really cool opportunity, and I'm honored that they ended up wanting to choose me to do that.
Andi and Harper, you guys were pretty excited. Andi, you clapped a little bit. Dani's first win. Can you talk about tonight, just getting a chance to get a win for Coach, and what excites you about what's ahead?
Yeah, it's so special. I mean, Dani's an awesome coach, and we've had so much fun with her, especially in this off season. It's been just really fun getting to know her as a person and as a coach, and we've done a lot of really, really cool things, lots of fun things and activities that we're not really used to, so it's just been super fun getting to do things as a team, and it's really special to see Dani get this win. We all really wanted it for her super bad, especially because it was against Pitt. So her old rival, we wanted it for her really bad, but it's very special.
Harper, in the second set, I think it was, where you had the big kill and you hit the other opponent in the head and you went over and apologized. Have you ever done that before in a game?
Like hit someone in the face?
Yeah, like actually gone across the net and checked on them to make sure they're okay.
Probably. I mean, it's an interesting question. I've like, people have gotten hit before, but I think I went under the net and all the way over to her because that hit her pretty hard and square. So I felt bad, but yeah. I was really sorry. I didn't need to do it. Because you can't do it on purpose. Like, you don't aim for people's heads. It just happens. Right.
All right, thanks everybody.
Thank you. Can we take these?